Okay, can you tell us very briefly, how did you train for this? How did you train? What was the first step?
Well, I started riding bulls whenever I was really young, so I started off on calves and steers and then a little bit of high school rodeo. But you know, my whole life I grew up riding something, whether it was horses or calves or sheep, and so I kind of acquired an ability to be able to stay on animals. But now, you know, my training is completely different. We have practice bulls that we get on, and we work towards, you know, making ourselves better. We have a training regimen. I try to stick to a semi-strict diet. Nothing to, you know, I still like to eat a lot, so I can't, you know, deny the fact that I don't always stick to a strict diet. But everybody has something different. Nobody really, there's no set training program for anybody, and you just kind of find out what works for you, and you stick to it.
All right. For children, because it's very popular in some countries now, it's a little bit more. How do you explain to them? Oh, you have to do this, you have to do it for children, especially for children.
Well, I'd say if a young man growing up decided he wanted to ride bulls, the best thing for him to do is to find a bull riding school somewhere, either you know, in the United States or from whatever country you're from. And if you can't find a bull riding school, find somebody who has ridden bulls and who's had some success at riding bulls, and ask them to help you. You know, I've never met very many cowboys that wouldn't lend you a hand if you ask them for their help. And you know, as you go from there, they can, if you progress past the point of that helper, they can point you in the direction to somebody who's a little bit better, maybe has a little more knowledge of the sport. There's so much more that goes into it other than just getting on and holding on as tight as you can. And I think that's the main thing that kids need to learn. And it's extremely important for kids to be in an environment where they're kept as safe as possible, all things considered. You know, I mean, you are still riding bulls.
So, do you usually train to them, or how's the process before ride that?
Well, I don't ride until tomorrow. So today.
How do you prepare yourself?
I just show up and kind of get loosened up a little bit, and you know, that's really about all I do. There's on the day of the performance, I try to take it easy and maybe do a little bit of a workout in the morning to get loosened up. But whenever it comes showtime, no amount. I'm not gonna get on a bull and think maybe if I'd done 2 more push-ups I might would have rode him. You know what I mean?
Have you been in race once in your life, or
what's that?
Have you been in race? I mean, your life is in danger when you are riding, or?
Well, if you make a mistake, your life's in danger at all times around these animals. Not just riding them, but you know, these guys that own the bulls, the guys that load the bulls and set up the pens and everything. You know, you're always kind of having to watch your back because they're wild animals, you know, they're unpredictable and they have a mind of their own. So, you know, as long as you respect them and as long as you try your best to take care of yourself, you should be all right.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Hope that works.
Don't forget to visit us online on Galatview.com. Click like on YouTube page.